a case of false advertising. And that's where we end Caribbean Week in Review. Join us again next week when we recap the stories making headlines across the region. I'm Renee Sion.
Is the Little Caesars Stuffed Crust Pizza. Get more pizza for less money. Only $12. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready Thursday to Saturday between 4 and 8 for only $12. Simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
At the House of Assembly, I'm Lakush Lapinder. This is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. Former Senator Naomi Seymour laid to rest. Plus, 2 adult males face murder and attempted murder charges. And later, increase in Alzheimer's and dementia cases troubling social workers.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition start now.
On behalf of a grateful nation and the people of Bahamas, we want to extend to the family and to all well-wishers our deepest condolences.
An incredible Bahamian woman is now laid to rest. Good evening, everyone. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. A state-recognized funeral was held for former Senator Naomi Ruth Seymour at the Pro Cathedral of Christ the King. Seymour, who was just 86 years old, was honored by family and friends, including the Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Brave Davis, 2 former Prime Ministers, and the opposition leader, all gathering to bid her a somber farewell.
Former Senator Naomi Seymour was laid to rest today in a touching ceremony at Christ the King Cathedral. Seymour's white-coated coffin laid in state as family, friends, and supporters gathered to pay their final respects to a woman remembered as a nation builder. The emotional homegoing celebration brought together the nation's prime minister, politicians, activists, public servants, and loved ones, all reflecting on her legacy.
It's a farewell that feels final. But even as we say goodbye to Naomi Ruth Seymour, I find comfort in knowing that her spirit, her lessons, and her legacy will never leave us.
Former Prime Ministers Perry Christie, Hubert Ingram, and opposition leader Michael Pintard bringing special remarks.
He was a successful store vendor, president of the association here in Freeport. And she was a dedicated political activist and a faithful Anglican.
That future generations can benefit from the life that Naomi Seymour was such a wonderful example of.
And she was a hard recruiter for the people she supported and the causes that she believed in.
Daughter Annette Seymour, broken by grief, speaking about the love her mother echoed, which she says will last through eternity.
She taught us the value of kindness, of empathy, and of service.
I now speak in the name of God, His Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Rector of Christ the King, Canon Lightburn, praised Seymour as a true example of service above self, while she supported both the PLP and FNM. Lightburn emphasized that politics should unite communities rather than divide them, fostering love and unity instead. Seymour passed away on Friday, September 20th, 2024. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
And now in court news, two 18-year-old males appearing before the courts today facing charges of murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. The charges stem from a stabbing incident that claimed the life of 21-year-old Kennedy Webb on October 13, 2024. Our Matthew Martin Borrell was at the courthouse and brings us the details in this report.
2 suspects in the October 13th stabbing death of 21-year-old Kennedy Webb faced charges in the magistrate's court Friday. In the wake of the viral video displaying the incident, mothers of the victims coming together during a time of grief outside the Garnet Lavardi Center for the arraignment of the suspected perpetrators. 18-year-old Kevin Smith and 18-year-old Shakur Smith appearing before Senior Magistrate LaQuay Lang in Magistrate Court 3, both being charged with murder, while Shakur Smith also faced 2 separate counts of attempted murder. The court has no jurisdiction to grant bail due to the nature of the offenses. In addition, the charges are strictly indictable, with the matter being transferred to the Supreme Court on February 28, 2025. Both defendants have been remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections until the aforementioned date. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Well, the country's growing murder count, nearly in the triple digits, is setting off alarm bells. A local Christian leader is weighing in on the problem, also speaking directly to young men. Cleopatra Murphy has that report.
There is no future in joining again. There's none.
President of the Grand Bahama Christian Council, Reverend Kenneth Lewis, is decrying gang culture that police say contributes to much of the crime and murders in the country. His comments come amidst rising concern as the country's murder count inches closer to 100, with 96 recorded, 6 of them on Grand Bahama. The latest, the stabbing death of 21-year-old Kennedy Webb, Sunday.
Find a church that you can go to and be comfortable with, a pastor that speaks to your heart and speaks truth and will accept you with all the baggage that you bring. All of us bring baggage into the church, every last one of us. We bring baggage before God, and the scripture reminds us that we leave it at the altar. We leave it at the altar and let God deal with it.
Lewis is offering that advice to young men, most often the victims of violent crime, who he says are drawn to gangs looking for a sense of community. He feels the church can do more, but says a lack of parenting is the biggest problem.
We need fathers in the home. If there's no father in the home, we need father figures. Because my father died at a very early age, but I had uncles. I had a grandfather. You see? Well, the truth is I was lucky that I had a stepfather, so he's my father. I praise him.
Lewis says when he was young, one murder left the country up in arms, but he feels today outrage is lost as numbers rise.
It tells us that our society is fragmented, that we have lost our way in terms of our moral compass.
Meantime, a concerning rise in cases of Alzheimer's disease and dementia on Grand Bahama has the Department of Social Services shining a light on those illnesses as it hopes to bring more attention to them as it celebrates the month of the older person. Chief Social Worker in the Department of Social Services, Brenna May Roll Cooper, says it is the reason for a public display at the Obadiah H. Wilcombe Complex in 8 Mile Rock. The supervisor of the Senior Citizens and Disability Affairs Division says staff have noticed the growing problem based on the department's intakes and working various cases with clients.
We would have noticed that there's definitely been an uptick among our clientele with these 2 diseases, Alzheimer's and dementia, and we also have glaucoma and blindness, which is another pressing and vexing issue among our senior population. And it's very important that we find it fitting to educate our community about this disease, and especially the social implications, how the social implications that it has on families and the society at large.
Case aide Godfrey Theok is encouraging caregivers and family members to be aware of certain signs like confusion, memory loss among the elderly, or losing touch of reality that can signal the onset of these illnesses. He offers this advice.
We have to also educate ourselves as caretakers to understand, what Alzheimer's entails, and the better we are informed, then we are able to know how to manage it and how to deal with older persons with these various diseases. Because I believe that if we don't know how to deal with it, then we abuse the situation and we misinterpret certain behaviors that we see elder persons are, exhibiting. So we want to be very careful. And so even persons who are in these various institutions dealing with older persons, it is important to have workshops. It's important to have certain educational platforms, knowing how to deal with persons dealing with Alzheimer's.
And tonight, a doctor is underlining the vital importance of testing for sexually transmitted diseases and other infections. She points out that many of these conditions often show no symptoms, making regular screening essential for maintaining health. In this report, the specialist has brought her expertise to Grand Bahama, aiming to raise awareness and promote proactive health measures in the community.
Enhancing the medical field in the Bahamas is the goal for Dr. Paulisa Ward, as she's bringing her medical practice to Grand Bahama on a monthly basis to bring awareness to infectious diseases.
It's an honor to be in Grand Bahama, to serve the community in a capacity that I know that infectious diseases are here and that we don't have that specialty here.
Infectious diseases are disorders caused by organisms such as bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Dr. Ward says that the first step is realizing that there are contagious diseases out there with medication to treat them.
Infectious diseases deals with those diseases that are contagious. A lot of people think when they hear infectious diseases that it's just HIV, but not at all. Outside of HIV, there are many infections anywhere in the body.
Infectious control specialist says that there are some STIs that do not show symptoms, and these infections can manifest in different parts of the body as time progresses.
Just know that those STDs like syphilis can come back to haunt you 30 years later, and they can manifest in the brain, in the bone, and with heart disease.
Now, Dr. Ward says that if exposed to sexual activity, one should be tested every 6 months to a year.
I think getting tested is very important, especially for young people or people who have a lifestyle where they know that they are being exposed to multiple people, if they have any alternative lifestyles.
As Dr. Ward stresses how important it is to get tested, she's now taking patients at the St. Jude's Medical Clinic monthly. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Roll.
And still to come.
When we come back, Bahamasair launches a new Jamaica service. That story and sports highlights when we return.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this process.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Join the Ruby Jubilee celebrations honoring Reverend Canon Norman Lightbourne on his 40th anniversary of ordination. The banquet is Friday, October 25th, 7 p.m. at the Grand Lacayan Resort. Tickets are $125. The service follows on Sunday, October 27th at 4 p.m. Don't miss Paint Fair's Color and Design Trends 2025 Pro Show presented by PPG for architects, draftsmen, interior designers, contractors, painters, and property professionals. Tuesday, October 29th at 6 p.m. It's free and offers continuing education credit. Reserve your space by calling 352-9788 or visiting paintfair.net. Looking for something to wear this weekend? Step into the world of bad and bougie trends for stunning men and ladies outfits to must-have sneakers. Check out their new arrivals at number 10 Churchill Building, Uncle P's Building and Unit.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Expectations for Grand Bahama's future economic landscape are at an all-time high, prompting a business symposium hosted by Indigo Life and the Grand Bahama Community Builders Club. The event aims to educate and inspire merchants on strategies to expand and market their businesses. Dr. Alicia Ritchie, President and CEO of Indigo Life, says that the seminar is an absolute necessity, predicting its impact will extend not just across Grand Bahama, but throughout the entire Commonwealth.
Entrepreneurship is an opportunity to really build social impact and to build nations in particular. When we look at the contributions that entrepreneurs make to the economy, not only creating jobs, but paying taxes. These are things that help with economic development, infrastructure in our communities. And if we're going to do what we need to do in terms of nation building, it's going to take the support of entrepreneurs.
President of the Grand Bahama Community Builders Club, Patterson Williams, sharing his excitement for the projected future of the island.
There is actually about $2 billion worth of investment that is in the pipeline now. And so persons in Grand Bahama need to prepare themselves for entrepreneurship. We have the Carnival Cruise Port, you have other hotels that are coming on stream. And it's so important now for entrepreneurs to kind of equip themselves to take advantage of the opportunities that is coming.
And switching gears now, a growing call for the inclusion of financial literacy in school curricula is gaining momentum, with one financial expert arguing that such education could empower future generations, foster entrepreneurship, and ultimately strengthen the economy.
Can't really see a difference between my health in terms of the well-being of my health versus the well-being of my financial position as an individual.
President of Rags to Riches Consulting, Roger Roll, emphasizing the importance of learning financial literacy early, which he says can foster a cultural shift towards greater awareness of earning potential.
Part of this literacy process is also knowing the subject in which to influence my earning ability. So many people say, oh no man, I'm going to be on this job as long as I feel like, unless I do something drastic, they will remain in the position to continue to hire me. But as far as anything more than a cost of living raise, I don't have any necessary optimism about me making more money, the ability to ultimately be financially free.
And while many schools offer finance-related electives, he argues that students should learn all facets of financial literacy.
Can I do things right now as a student to cause me to be in a better position as far as earnings, even right out of the gate? And then I have to understand my spending and how to manage it. So budgeting, how to put things in perspective, how to organize myself. And then there are other things, including this options of savings and investments.
And amid reports that many Bahamians have less than $1,000 in savings, he advocates for government and stakeholder support to cultivate a financially prudent society.
Government should promote it. The banks and other financial institutions, insurance companies, people like them who have a whole lot of money should be a part of the endorsing of this. Give me some tidbits every now and then on how I can do better, how I can take advantage of some of the offerings and benefits and tools and products that are being offered by these institutions. Think about it. The social services segment of what we are, which is those who necessarily can't keep up with the living requirements, so they need help. So they go to the government for subsidy, whether it's a food voucher or some aid with paying of utilities. The government would then not need to budget monies for that.
Well, it is an exciting development for travelers, as Bahamasair is launching new flights from Nassau to Montego Bay. The move heavily influenced by the strong ties between the Jamaican diaspora and the Bahamas. To celebrate, Bahamasair recently hosted a corporate mixer at Players Lounge, where attendees enjoyed the chance to win prizes and connect with the airline. Bahamasair launching new flights from Nassau to Montego Bay. The company's senior sales manager, Wilfred Munnings, noting that the decision to introduce the new route was heavily influenced by the Jamaican diaspora, which frequently visits the Bahamas, highlighting strong ties between the two destinations.
Being here in Grand Bahama this evening speaks to the fact that we are getting our message out and letting the general public knows what Bahamasair is doing.
The company recently hosting a corporate mixer at Players Lounge featuring raffle drawings and trivia questions. The night eventually seeing 4 lucky winners snag round-trip tickets to Montego Bay.
The decision was finally made for us to go into Jamaica, not just from the diaspora aspect of things, but also from a touristic side of things, because we're also partnering with the major hotel properties in Jamaica.
The food is great. The people are friendly. They remind me just like home. They have beautiful beaches, the sun, everything. So I think that, many people would love to go.
Place Lounge owner Keith Roll expressing his enthusiasm for the continued partnership with Bahamasair.
This is a very good initiative. We're actually reaching the people that patronize Bahamasair, locally and domestic and international flights. So the response has been overwhelming.
And attendees, even those who did not win, calling the event a success. But Bahamasair will continue to host more mixers leading up to the November 17th flight launch, offering additional chances to connect with the airline.
So this is my home base, Players Lounge. I'm always here, but to have Bahamasair tonight here, promoting their flights and this flight to Jamaica, absolutely the thing I want to do on my Saturday.
I'm a Bahamian. I would love to go to Jamaica to find out what's happening in Jamaica, but I was unsuccessful on multiple occasions. But I'm going to try as long as Bahamasair is here.
And now the ZNS clip of the week.
Well, Raven, with Shock Treatment announcing its return with an all-new season, a Bahamian comedian reenacted one of the most iconic moments from the show.
You ask me if you could call your mommy? What man? Who is he? So you rise up like Lazarus? You thought you was going home. So you rise up like Lazarus, right? Cowa. The garbage can, so why can't you? There's a garbage can, so why can't you? No, man.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the ZNS Northern Service clip of the week.
Well, stay with us. Sports is next after this break, but first a look at the weather.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
See news in the making? Call us at 352-9713 or 359-5167, or you can email us at zns3news@gmail.com.
Elevate your customer service with the My Grand Bahama Customer Service Training 2.0 sessions run from October 30th to November 1st at the Susan J. Wallace Center. Register by October 25th at bit.ly/mygb. Limited seats available, so sign up today.
Have you been waiting for windows? Then wait no more. Cornets Bahamas have in stock now PVC sliding windows, casement windows, and impact sliding windows with mirror tinted glass, all in different sizes and styles. Call us at 352-1301 or visit any of our 4 locations in Freeport, Nassau, Abaco, and Eleuthera for the great products and great prices. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Cornets Bahamas, dream, design, deliver.
Island of Grand Bahama to continue to bounce back.
We now have to personally own our economy. So again, we have the government along with the Small Business Development Center is pushing entrepreneurship. funding.
Excellent.
You know, putting heads in beds is so important for our entertainment industry, and we believe that Grand Bahama has that presence.
How do you get something you've never had? You're going to have to be prepared to do something you've never done.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports. First in sports, Night League softball playoffs began on Wednesday and will continue throughout the weekend. Newly elected President Stefano Bevan says the league has been growing.
We had a really competitive regular season this year. We've had actually now one of our new teams that have been one of the bottom teams actually made it to the playoffs this year, which is Chad Golden Knights. And we want to congratulate them on making the playoff actually as the number 3 seed team. And we're moving forward now into the playoffs where you'll see a lot of competitive play begin. We're getting into full gear. We're pretty excited for the playoffs. We're looking to have a good playoff series, and we're expecting probably to either see a new team emerge on top, or else you could see where Pat may retain their title.
Next in sports, score some high school volleyball action over at St. George's Gym. Jackie Wood High defeated St. Paul's in senior boys play in 2 straight sets.
Still got to get our fluency back and our continuity back as a team, but overall I'll take the win. Pretty good.
With a fairly young team, Coach Buster Lang is hoping to get better play from his team.
A lot of kids have not played that much before, and they love the game of volleyball, so it's more like a rebuilding year for us. So you can see the jitters and the long layoff during the hurricane time, so the kids were out of sync, but as we play more games, they will get better.
Still in senior boys play, Sunland also got the W against John Chan Academy in 2 sets.
Every day we come out to play, we realize that there's always room for improvement. So we just basically use this opportunity to work on the skills so that we can continue throughout the rest of the season and just do what we have to do in order to become victorious.
They could have put in a little bit more effort, but due to it being like their first time playing, you know, together, it's some things we could improve on. But I'm proud of them for their first game.
Ladies and gents, that is your quick check on sports. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. Be blessed.
We all need to save. Save time, gas, and money. Shopping at Seymour can help you do just that. Make us your first stop for all your prescription needs and medical supplies. Get all your health and beauty items at the same time. And don't miss our huge choice of snacks to satisfy your cravings. And the largest vitamin selection and over-the-counter relief products. Need diapers and other baby care items? First stop. The new section for makeovers, cosmetics, and beautiful jewelry will make you sparkle for that next special event. Save More Drugs, your more store.
It's the battle of the brains, 20 years strong and still going. Powered by Grand Bahama Power, fueling the future with scholarships and new opportunities.
I'm Leanna Johns. I'm from LAS, and I want to say thank you to Grand Bahama Power and to Buckeye for giving us this opportunity.
I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Grand Bahama Power Company and Buckeye for providing us the opportunity to get a scholarship.
The battle of the brains, where school pride meets genius.
Your #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. A live look at the Bahamas tonight is on your screen. They're coming your way next.
there, Halloween lovers. Are you ready for some spine-chilling savings? This October, we're brewing up something special just for you. Join us for what's trending spooktacular deals with Shop Smart. Tune in on Wednesday, October 16th and October 23rd as we unveil frightfully fantastic deals that will make your Halloween celebrations unforgettable. Mark your calendars. You won't want to miss these wickedly good bargains. So grab your broomsticks and get ready to tune in. Let's make this Halloween the most thrilling one yet with Shop Smart. So see you soon if you dare.
Hey, what's up, Mario?
Hey, Dale, what's going on?
Have you seen ZNS new digital platforms?
No. Let me go check it out.
Good day, Bahamas. I'm Devontae Hanna, and this is ZNS Digital,
where we cater to your news and entertainment needs.
Are you a foodie? I thought so. Then look out for Digital Bites.
Shining a light on Bahamians and the good that they do, ZNS Digital is home to the sunshine.
Keeping up with the latest trends, our original content will keep you entertained.
Yeah, that's cool.
But have you seen the new website?
No, I didn't see it. Let me go look.
We're still your most trusted source for news and information.
That's ZNS Digital?
Yeah, that's ZNS Digital, the people station in your pocket.
At the House of Assembly, I'm Makush Lapinder. This is ZNS.
News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the government unveils the latest thrust in its clear, hold, and build strategy to better fight crime in the country. And this in the face of an increasing number of young men still killing and being killed. Tune in to hear the plan moving forward. Also, Exuma's business community hears more about its future as the Emerald Isle looks to hold on to its coveted spot in tourism. And the government renews a centuries-old fight for justice. Hear of its commitment to right the wrongs of yesteryear's inequality and violence. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. There's been success, but still a serious degree of concern, like the clusters of homicides, gunshots, and armed robberies in an inner-city area that have in part prompted officials to unlock yet another phase of the country's anti-crime strategy. This one, a police-led initiative. We hear more from our Devontae Hanna.
Well, Makusha, just moments ago here at the office of the Prime Minister himself, the Honorable Philip Davis, announced that the Davis administration will continue its three-pillar crime-fighting strategy. This as he announced that crime is down across the board year to year. However, he says that murder is up in the Bahamas. Now, of course, this strategy is called the Clear, Hold, and Build strategy, which will last for some 3 to 4 weeks. He gave this much of details about it as he says it will begin on Monday.
We're ramping up our Clear, Hold, Build strategy, and we will begin in Engliston to move to other areas of our communities here in New Providence. You know, the Engliston neighborhood was chosen by the Gang Crime and Task Force as the first neighborhood to benefit from this initiative. The decision was based on several factors. Evidence provided by the Royal Bahamas Police Force on the increase of gang activity, combined with a strong urban renewal presence, community efforts, and the positive work of many local pastors in that area. The Clear and Hold phase, which starts on Monday, aims to significantly disrupt and ultimately remove those people and places connected to criminality.
Now we pressed the commission on exactly why is the Anglican community the chosen community to start this program. He says that due to a heavy watch of all of the incidents in the area, they chose the Anglican community. Here's what he said.
In South Central alone, you had 13 homicides in South Central. 8 of them happened in Angliston. You had 3 attempted murders, 5 sexual offenses, 27 armed robbery, 5 robberies, and then the break-in, house break-in, 14, stealing, that's gas tank and vehicles being broken into, and then the stolen vehicles I mentioned, you had a total of 28 stolen vehicles. Go to the next slide. This is the concentration. You know, we continue to say hotspots. We want to move away from hotspots. It's hot people.
And of course, the crime-fighting strategy will not stop there for this administration. They plan to remove illegal firearms off the street, bring down abandoned buildings, and clear down empty lots that they say are hiding places for firearms and for other incidents to happen that can be considered criminal activities. Now, of course, this phase will last from 3 to 4 weeks, according to officials. And, of course, for those of you that are waiting and watching, you can find out more in the Bahamas tonight at 11. Back to you, Makushla.
Well, thanks, Devontae. Now, also at that press briefing, National Security Minister, the Honorable Wayne Monroe, disclosed the latest court figures.
Thus far in this year, the force has arrested 13,551 individuals for a range of offenses across the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. This figure represents an 8% increase over the same period in 2023. When 12,546 persons were arrested. Among those arrested, 9,347 were formally charged and brought before the court, reflecting a 60% change rate for major and minor crime. And this marks a 48% increase compared to the previous year when 6,333 persons were charged.
Now, additionally, there were 3,669 court returns from the magistrate courts,
including 2,605 convictions. 14 cases were discharged due to the defendant's death. 74 cases resulted in acquittals at the end of the trial. 562 cases were discharged by the court, and 413 cases were withdrawn by the virtual complainant.
In related news this evening, an attempt to end her life landed a 17-year-old female inmate of the Department of Corrections in hospital last night. At last report, the teen was in stable condition. As authorities tell it, the young woman was found hanging in her cell from a makeshift rope around 9 p.m. Thursday. She was immediately cut loose. At last report, she was being treated and evaluated in hospital. The matters under active investigations. In other news, yesterday, the government was gifted thousands of pages in documents from the British government that detail milestone moments, both painful and proud, in the country's history. Corval Pyfrom reports how the Prime Minister is using the occasion to renew his calls for reparations.
Prime Minister Davis at yesterday's historical documents handover from the British government used the story of the 1831 Golden Grove uprising on the Hunter estate on Cat Island, in which a slave named Black Dick sought to kill his owner, to illustrate the brutality of slavery. Grateful to receive records from the UK's archives recounting this dark period, as well as many other significant documents relating to the country's history, Mr. Davis, however, reminded that the issue of reparations is still on the table.
This is how we honor our past, not by looking away from the difficult truths, but by confronting them, preserving them, and learning from them.
In no uncertain terms, he reaffirmed his commitment to seeking redress in all its forms.
The call for reparations isn't simply about financial compensation. Let me be clear about that. It's not about financial compensation. It's about recognizing the enduring impact of centuries of exploitation and ensuring that the legacy of slavery is addressed with honesty and integrity. As Caribbean nations, we stand united in our demand for justice. Justice for generations who came before us and for those who still living with the consequences of that brutal history.
The Prime Minister with a message to the younger generation as the story of slavery grows more and more distant, that the fight for justice is not just a thing of the past, but a legacy that continues into the present.
You know, the horrors of slavery left a deep generational wound in our communities, and the fight for justice and reparatory justice is far from over.
This summer, the Bahamas National Reparations Commission was relaunched with the objective of engaging former colonial states for reparations, an objective the Davis administration has said it fully supports. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corvell Pyfrom.
Well, social media claims otherwise, but Foreign Affairs Minister, the Honourable Fred Mitchell, who's in Samoa ahead of the upcoming Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, is standing firm that no cases of Bahamians being tortured, abused, or raped have been certified or reported to officials in Cuba or Panama.
What has been reported is discomfort with living conditions, the mental stress of incarceration in a foreign land, and demands for foreign authorities to transfer persons to prison in Nassau. In each and every recent case of applications for transfers, they have been refused. The Cuban government says they have a strict policy that inmates must serve out their sentences in full. I'm advised that Cuban prisons allow conjugal visits, which do not apply in the Bahamas. As for Panama, the same applies about transfer applications. Nothing possible until 50% of the sentence is exhausted. Our Honorary Council checks regularly. We warn travelers to Panama. If you have a record of criminal conduct in the U.S., you will not be allowed to enter Panama. You will be detained at the airport until the next flight back to Nassau.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
Hear that? If you listen closely, you can hear the heartbeat of a nation. That unique sound of a great country, pounding with colorful history, a rich culture, and unwavering ambition. When you look around, you recognize its pulse, the people who love to celebrate, who identify with triumph, a people who know how to be our brother's keeper. Commonwealth Bank, built by Bahamians, here for Bahamians, Bahamians helping Bahamians.
KFC is giving you more to love with our KFC Bucket Meals with large size. Get the KFC Family Bucket featuring 8 pieces of juicy chicken, family fries, and 4 biscuits that feeds 4. A KFC Deluxe Bucket with 10 pieces of delicious chicken, 2 larger sides, and 4 biscuits that feeds 4 to 6. Or a KFC Party Bucket with 15 pieces of our chicken, 3 larger sides, and 6 biscuits that feeds 6. And real handle editions, plates, and utensils included, so you can lick your fingers and reach. KFC knows value, and it's finger licking good.
With BGC's crystal clear mobile service, stay connected seamlessly, whether on land or at sea. Our reliable postpaid plans keep your loved ones closer, no matter where life takes you.
People are going crazy for Popeyes around the world. Some have camped out for hours just to try our delicious chicken. This guy stocked up on 300 crunchy, juicy chicken sandwiches, just in case. And these lovebirds celebrated their wedding with the Popeyes cake. For real. We get it, y'all chicken lovers. Because we're just as crazy to marinate our chicken for 12 hours and make every piece by hand. That crazy love, we love.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies.
You're looking at a shot of an overcast Port of Ski. Welcome back. Still 2 full months to go before 2024 closes out. But according to Tourism Minister, the Honorable Chester Cooper, Exuma is holding its own, well in line with its 2023 record. And that's notwithstanding the temporary closure of Sandals some weeks back, which admittedly has caused some degree of concern, and rightly so. Up until now, Exuma boasted full employment. Still, the minister, who doubles as the island's MP, sees this as only a temporary bump in the road, as Sandals has announced a $100 million transformation of its Emerald Bay property in the new beaches, Exuma.
During this period of temporary closure, we have implemented strategic initiatives to mitigate the overall impact on our tourism industry. To this end, we've been working diligently with hotels, major airlines, tour operators, booking engines, digital and traditional media to drive traffic to the island of Exuma. We've deployed strategies to convert leads to actually be bookings for Exuma. We've partnered with Expedia and other travel platforms to further promote Exuma's vacation packages, offering special incentives to encourage bookings. In effect, we have revved up the engine, and we have allocated even more of our overall marketing budget to the island of Exuma.
According to the minister, there's also been talks with Exuma's private home owners and short-term rental owners to meet the demand for accommodations once the island fully rebounds.
Notwithstanding the loss of the 250 rooms of Sandals, I am pleased to tell you that our research has shown that we have roughly 3,000 rooms available in Exuma. And not to diminish in any way the contributions of Sandals, it is refreshing to note that we have long been a vacation rental market focused heavily on affluent family travel. Fortunately, our airline partners recognize this fact, and I'm pleased to announce that when we look at the number of seats coming to Exuma for the upcoming season, we are overall 2% ahead of where we were last year.
Meantime, despite its success, tourism officials are looking to change up the brand, so to speak, in hopes of enticing visitors to spend more money. The Tourism Development Corporation recently hosted its inaugural entrepreneurship think tank on cruise tourism, giving emerging and established entrepreneurs as well as aspiring business owners an opportunity to gain valuable insights into that sector and explore strategies to enhance their products and services. As far as tourism investments, and Aviation Minister and Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Chester Cooper, sees things, now is the perfect time to become a tourism entrepreneur in order to seize new opportunities.
We can bring them, we can take them to the straw market, we can lead a horse to water. We cannot make them drink. But you have that power in the palm of your hands, and you are young, you're smart, you're bold, you're innovative, and you're creative. All of those things make a great entrepreneur, and therefore, you must now create opportunities to ensure that you are making tourism your business.
The panel of cruise industry experts engaged participants on launching new ventures, developing unique tour ideas, and scaling existing businesses.
Let us commit that from this think tank, there will be action. And in a year's time, you would demonstrate to new entrepreneurs or the growing entrepreneurs as the result of this event will be on that panel, and you will demonstrate to the TDC that the work they are putting into entrepreneurship development for tourism-related entities is paying dividends. all across the country.
Stay with us. There's more after the break.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Over a decade ago, the Bahamas Striping Group of companies was birthed out of a passion to change the way we travel. From only a $5,000 grant, the tenacity and work ethic has propelled BSGC to one of the leading road management companies in the Caribbean. We pride ourselves on going the extra mile where others won't, through the use of our state-of-the-art equipment and our certified team. Although the success is commendable, the road has been long, yet the mission continues in striving to be a world-class organization ran by Bahamians for Bahamians. With the help of our experienced and hardworking team, we at the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies are committed to making a difference, one road at a time.
Hey, it's Spa Week. We got what you need. Sit back, relax, and come in for a treat. We just wanna make you smile. We will go the extra mile at Baha Retreat Spa.
Come visit us at Baha Retreat Spa on East Bay Street. Contact us at 323-6711 or visit us online at www.baharetreat.com.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
A girls' day out for dozens of primary schoolers who gathered under one roof for a day of education and empowerment. Danielle Dean fills us in.
The theme of this year's Straw Inc. centers International Day of the Girls Symposium. The all-day event, the 12th of its kind, welcoming special speakers like spouse of the Prime Minister, Anne-Marie Davis, and Miss Tain Commonwealth 2024, Kylie Carey.
Always remember that you are powerful and that you are great and you are valued. We will keep telling you this every year, every day, every week in assembly, as often as we can, because we don't want your mind to slip in any other way and going in different directions.
Everyone in here, God has a purpose for. Even if it's as small as encouraging your classmates, helping out a friend, motivating someone. You have a purpose. It can be as big as being a company CEO, being famous, being a motivator. No matter what your goal is, no matter what your purpose is, it is important.
When asked their favorite things about being girls and for takeaways from today's seminar, the girls responded this way.
Getting to dress up. Girls can do anything they want to be, and they are beautifully and wonderfully made in the Bible.
My favorite thing about being a girl is when people doubt you, you have to prove them wrong. And I love to do that.
Girls have a voice and they should use it.
Event creator and Straw Inc. Executive Director Tarina Cunningham believes it's important girls meet other girls their age around the country to build solidarity and sisterhood. As for the next big thing for Straw Inc.,
we have a Teen Girl Conference that occurs every March, the annual Girls Leadership Conference. Next year, returning 19.
Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Well, we're going to check in now with LaDonna Marcellus for a sneak peek on what's coming up in Access Now. Because the picky. We have a guest DJ in the house. I think Marcellus also has some DJing skills going on in the back here. But we have a guest DJ, Entertainment Friday, and we're excited about it.
Let me see that again. I can't wait to see this.
I see you have some hidden talents there, LaDawn, but stay with us. Our feature story is up next.
$10 deal. Available only at Marco's Southwest, Prince Charles, Village Road, and Robinson Road. Man, let me see what it's about. I'll take 20 of those, please. Wait. You good? Yeah, bro. Marcos, get this new deal. Get yourself a large one-topping pizza for only $10. $10? Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, I need 30 of them $10 carry-out pizza deal, please.
Legacy of Leadership. Join the International Third World Leadership Association for Legacy Weekend, November 8th to the 9th. November 8th, Legacy Leadership Lecture, honoring global leader. November 9th, Legacy Walk to Remember. Join us for the Legacy Reunion Concert.
Hey guys, Jolanda Adams. It's about to be a celebration, November 8th through the 10th at the Miles E. Monroe Diplomat Center. I can't wait to see you. Come on.
Visit itwla.com for details. Don't miss Legacy Weekend.
Have you been waiting for windows? Then wait no more. Cornets Bahamas have in stock now PVC sliding windows, casement windows, and impact sliding windows with mirror tinted glass, all in different sizes and styles. Call us at 352-1301 or visit any of our 4 locations in Freeport, Nassau, Abaco, and Eleuthera for the great products and great prices. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Cornets Bahamas, dream, design, deliver.
Hey there, Halloween lovers. Are you ready for some spine-chilling savings? This October, we're brewing up something special just for you. Join us for what's trending spooktacular deals with Shop Smart. Tune in on Wednesday, October 16th and October 23rd as we unveil frightfully fantastic deals that will make your Halloween celebrations unforgettable. Mark your calendars. You won't want to miss these wickedly good bargains. So grab your broomsticks and get ready to tune in. Let's make this Halloween the most thrilling one yet with Shop Smart. So see you soon, if you dare.
JBI. I so love your products. Your kidney beans, they are rich and authentic. I love the coconut taste. I love the coconut smell. I use it for my rice all the time. Every Sunday is my Sunday's product.
Guess what? This is all we use. We love the pigeon peas and coconut milk. We love the red kidney beans and coconut milk. Peas and rice, that's the only thing that we use. Thank you so much for being here.
I must say, out of the many products that they have, this has to be my favorite one. It's very refreshing, and it would be my first choice of drink.
Try JBI.
Happy 30th anniversary, JBI.
Happy anniversary, JBI. Congratulations, JBI, on your 30th anniversary of being in the Bahamas.
Happy 30th anniversary, JBI.
Thank you, Bahamas.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
At Porky's gas station, filling up your tank could very well mean filling hearts with hope. For the month of October, Porky's is pledging 25 cents from every gallon sold to raise funds for breast cancer awareness. Here's owner of Porky's, Bernard Porky Dorset.
A few weeks ago, I discovered that, my wife was dealing with the same issue that this happened to be Cancer Awareness Month. So I was away with her to the doctor, and I said, hey, maybe there's something I could do.
Among women here in the Bahamas, for every gallon of gas purchased at Porky's, those impacted may feel a little less alone.
We have to be aware of what's around us. I mean, it's like it happens. It's a daily occurrence, I mean, I've spoken to, one day I was talking to my lady who do my flowers for me. She said, I reached the doctor and they told me I got stage 4. Hopefully we could, get more people involved, that we can make a dent in what's going on.
Well, certainly a wonderful gesture by Porky's gas station. And that does it for the National Report. But stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Hey, what's up, Mario?
Hey, Dale, what's going on?
Have you seen ZNS new digital platforms?
No. Let me go check it out.
Good day, Bahamas. I'm Devontae Hanna, and this is ZNS Digital,
where we cater to your news and entertainment needs. Are you a foodie? I thought so. Then look out for Digital Bites.
Shining a light on Bahamians and the good that they do, ZNS Digital is home to the sunshine.
Keeping up with the latest trends, our original content will keep you entertained.
Yeah, that's cool.
But have you seen the new website?
No, I didn't see it. Let me go look.
We're still your most trusted source for news and information.
That's ZNS Digital?
Yeah, that's ZNS Digital, the people station in your pocket.